How many of us take the time every year to set our goals for our social media strategy? I know that we set goals for, our New Year's resolutions, or we do our vision boards, we set, those personal goals, and maybe we set some business goals too. You should be setting some business goals. But to actually set goals for social media, social media is something that every business needs to use, and it's kind of that double-edged sword because it's something that you have to be on. It's your company's credibility in a way. This is how, your audience is being able to find you and connect with you. And one of the things that we get asked all the time is the ROI. What is the ROI on social media? And that goes back to defining your goals. What does that return on investment look like for your business? So I'm going to take it back to square one of creating SMART goals, okay? I know it sounds so, to me, I'm like, we're creating goals for social media, but really to see that return and to make sure that your strategy is working for you, you have to set these goals of what you want to be able to accomplish with social media. How is social media going to grow your business this quarter, this month, this quarter, this year? So the SMART goals are great because you need to be specific. So do you want your followers to grow from 20,000 likes to 50,000 likes? Do you want each post to have over 1,000 likes or 500 shares or conversations? What's that engagement that you want there? And then they need to be measurable. So this is where the insights come in with Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. So you need to be able to monitor those analytics to see, okay, what posts are getting those engagements and getting the likes and shares. So you need to be able to measure that. And then achievable. If you have, if you just started your page today and you want to go from, 5 likes to 500,000 likes in a year, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it may be a little harder than that. So you want to make sure they're achievable goals, that it's something that is possible. And you can get 500,000 likes if you want to spend some money on ads. But, if you're looking at doing this in an organic sense and you want to grow, again, from like that 20,000 likes to 50,000 likes, that's 30,000 likes in a year. What does that look like? How many likes a day do you need? How much money do you need to spend on ads if that's going to be a piece of your, a piece of your strategy? And then realistic. So with your current resources, time and money, is this goal achievable? Okay. And then time sensitive. I can say, yeah, we want 500,000 likes in 10 years and 5 years. So you want to make sure you're looking at, okay, our monthly goal for social media. I think 90-day goals, a quarterly goal, is really good because that's kind of how we work in 90-day increments. And it's really easy for us to stay on track with those 90-day goals. And then kind of what's your overall for your annual goal? What are those, if you do this each quarter, what does that annual goal look like? And these goals can be anything from, brand awareness, being able to really communicate with your audience and people starting to know, to see you, see your brand more, see your face, your team, so just getting out there a little bit more online. So brand awareness, this can be new leads. So this can be you're creating content upgrades and people are putting in their name and email for the free download. And so you're collecting more email addresses. More email addresses turns into hopefully, closed business if you're doing it the right way. It can be signing up for a free 30-minute consultation or a free session. So what does that new leads look like? I know for us, like a new lead could be an email address. It can also be a blog follower because again, we're building that brand awareness as well. And so a new lead doesn't necessarily mean closed business, but it can just mean going from a cold lead to a warm lead. So maybe somebody that had just seen you on Facebook and now they like your page, they're engaging in your page, they sign up for an email. That's a new lead. Website traffic. Honestly, social media is great when you do a blog post, you do videos and you put them onto your website. and you're driving that traffic back to your website, you can then monitor it with Google Analytics to see what sources are working. So if you think that you're getting more traffic from Facebook or Pinterest or YouTube, you can be able to monitor that. So what does that website traffic look like? And find that starting point. So if you don't have Google Analytics, ask your web team to install that. If you do have it, check it out and see what's your starting point. What's the traffic been like in the last 30 days? And then start monitoring it on a monthly basis so you can see where it's growing and what kind of content people are wanting. And then, this was one of the biggest trends for 2019, and I'm really happy to see this actually coming through and businesses doing more of this. And then that's just building an authentic brand, having that transparency, not, oh, this is perfect, everything's great, we're doing great. It's like, yeah, you know what, I had a crappy day, or this is behind the scenes, or this is what our life looks like. We are, you're humanizing your brand. And I think that your audience really appreciates that. So those are just a few ways to figure out your SMART goals for your social media strategy.